Hello, everyone. This is Empress Pamela. Thank you for joining me today. In this nugget of wisdom, we're talking about uh, something that I came across in reviewing some old journals and coursework that I found. I found this. Okay. This says it's from the book Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. AbrahamHicks.com. Feeling good, feeling bad. We're talking about vibration. So I first want to present, and I have presented this concept in a previous series with Christy Marie Sheldon, Love or Above, where she talks about the vibration of love, which has a frequency of 500 or more. And there's the David Hawkins scales that measures different emotional states, vibrations, and where they land on the scale. So I basically want to present that, and then I'm going to present the Abraham Hicks scale, and we're talking about vibration today, as a door to manifestation. So let's see, the vibration scale. I'm going to show you this so you can look and get the gist. The vibration scale. The main point of this section is to remember it is the energy and emotions you are holding that are stopping you from getting your life to look a certain way, the way you really desire it to be. The book Power versus Force by Dr. David Hawkins has calibrated energy and emotions on a scale of consciousness, as illustrated on the right. 207 apathy is the average level of humanity right now. Okay, so here's the scale. So this is enlightenment, which I'm going to hold higher. 700. That's the top of the scale. Ultimate consciousness. And the bottom is shame. Expanded awareness, contracted. So like the 3D versus 5D. I don't know. Alpha point. Okay. In my opinion, in my experience, shame, which is, I want to say worse, less than guilt. It's the bottom of the barrel, shame. I feel like that's equivalent to, and that's an indication when you are in shame, you are basically in the dark night of the soul. I remember when I had my dark night of the soul, there was so much shame. It was beyond guilt. It was such shame that I wanted to kill myself, basically. And that's how I equivalate the depths of the dark night of the soul, the shedding of the ego, where you really don't even care. Even if you have loved ones, you don't even care how your death would impact them. The shame is so overwhelming. And hopefully it didn't trigger you, but if you've been through it, you know what I'm talking about. But we must understand the dark in order to appreciate the light. So, shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire. Desire from the loins, I want to say. Anger, pride, courage, neutralities, 250. Willingness, acceptance, reason, love, 500, joy, 540. In my own personal experience, there was one time where I had such an emotion I couldn't even explain what it was. And I think it was years later, I was like, you know what? That must have been my experience with joy, because it's so beyond. It's like a state of bliss, but you wouldn't even, it's hard to put a name to it, but I think I have experienced joy, and it was one time, and it was the most amazing thing that I ever experienced. And it was the first time I laid eyes on my son in the operating room. I had a C-section. It was my first son, and I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, they showed me him, and you know how they try to put him or put the baby on the mother. Well, on a C-section, it's a little difficult, but I saw him and I was just like blown away. Peace 600, enlightenment 700. So in this course that I took, we're striving to be in that state of love, unconditional love for ourselves and others in the world around us, to be in that high vibration. Does that make sense? I hope so. I think so. So I feel like that's very similar to what the Hicks scale, emotional guidance scale, starting from the bottom, you may see some overlap. So these, okay, let's see, on the left it says emotional guidance. On the right, these are emotions that put us in the feeling bad, and this is the feeling good. Same concept, I think, but let's see what they say. Feeling bad. The emotions that put us in a lower vibration. At the lowest of the low. Fear, grief, depression, despair, powerlessness. They didn't use the word shame. 21. Insecurity, guilt, unworthiness. Similar. Jealousy, hatred, rage, revenge, anger, discouragement, blame, worry. Worry is a bad emotion. Doubt, disappointment, overwhelmment. I think that's misspelled. I don't even know if that's a word. Frustration, irritation, impatience. I think it's overwhelm. And okay. Pessimism and boredom. Yeah. Overwhelm and boredom. So those are all feeling bad emotions. And then we get to the good side. Contentment, feeling good. There's room for improvement with contentment, right? Hopefulness, optimism, positive expectation, belief, enthusiasm, eagerness, happiness, passion, joy, appreciation, empowered, freedom, love. Okay, so in this, I've presented 2 scales of how to, I want to say, judge our vibration, how we're feeling. And just with the understanding to know that there's always room for improvement, from feeling bad to feeling good, right? Feeling in good vibrations. Emotions on a scale of consciousness. This is consciousness. This is feelings. Okay. Point being, let's see, I like this little emotions, energy in motion. Energy vibrates at a certain frequency. The law of vibration activates the law of attraction, and through the law of deservedness, you attract what you send out by the emotions you hold in your body. That's the point. Just a reminder of that. We are responsible for how we feel. Yeah. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little reminder, this little nugget of wisdom, this presentation, and I will see you in the next one.